We are live. We are live. We are live. Like. And we are excited to be with you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Fantastic Friday. It's Friday.
That's right. The Friday before Christmas, actually.
Friday before Christmas,
The
actually.
last weekend before Christmas.
That's right.
Oh,
Christmas
my
is on
gosh.
Monday this year.
Christmas is on a Monday this year.
Monday.
That means you got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday still to shop for Christmas. I suspect every shopping center is going to be a freaking madhouse. Grocery stores are going to be madhouses. If you got to go to the grocery store, I suggest you go early. That's my suggestion. Praise God for Amazon. And but we do have an interesting topic today. And in our advanced years, one of the things you gain when you start getting older is you gain some wisdom. And we're going to talk about the wisdom, and we're going to talk about preparing for your future, preparing for your days ahead. And we have another amazing guest. We've been bringing amazing guests all week. We got another one today, too.
And another one.
We got another amazing guest. You guys are going to love him.
You are going to love him. You met him before, and we can't wait to bring him back again. We are going to do it, and we're going to talk about it right back in a moment. Back in a moment. In a minute.
Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like.
Gotta tag me.
I ain't got the show on my page. You ain't got the show on your page. You got the show on your page.
Tag me.
We're going to put the show on your page. And we are here. We're excited to be here this morning. We're excited. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Sheila. Good morning, Shirley. How y'all doing? We have been talking about a lot of things this week. We've been talking about health and wealth and investing and building for your future. And we are going to definitely, you got to go back to the front. That's yesterday. And we are, hey, Dr. Deborah. We have a very special guest on who's going to talk us about how to buy real estate, pennies on the dollar. You guys remember him. He was awesome.
Last time.
That's right. And right now he's going to be joining us soon, just a few minutes. He's already in the green room and finishing up right now with what he was already doing. And we can't wait to bring him up. That's right.
He's a doer. So we are going to talk about preparing.
He's already in the office.
Yeah, preparing for your futures. Preparing. And one of the things we're going to do, we're going to learn from this man today.
That's right. Because when you know that you don't know, and you need to know who to know.
Mm-hmm. So, how's your mood? Are you feeling the Christmas spirit, or are you in the mood? We're going to have a warm winter. It's not going to be cold this winter, y'all. It's just not.
Great. That's exactly how I like it. It's still not hot enough. I want 80. But it's been comfortable.
It's going to be a mild winter.
I appreciate all of it. I'm here for all of it. Now, yes.
At least, wait. Let me back that up. That's what the weather forecasters are saying.
Well, on Thursday, which was yesterday, I was dressed like it was going to be cold. And then I got outside and I was like, I got to my destination because I left the house bundled up, got right in the car, bundled up, had the car bundled up. And then got to my destination, got out of the car and said, what the hell am I bundled up for?
It's just not that cold.
It's not that cold.
It's cold where Shirley is, but she's in Colorado.
She's in Colorado.
It's cold. Good morning, Sister Shirley. Good morning, Sister Sheila. And good morning, Dr. Deborah Dustin. How you guys feeling? We're going to talk about preparing for our future.
My chair like that.
Well, please. Sometimes I do it to keep the beat.
Yeah, I know. I know. I appreciate you. And I have been trying to just let it be what it is, but it really frustrates me. And I realize that when something frustrates you, you immediately let me know. So I took a note from that.
Message. When something frustrates Brother Brian, he immediately addresses it.
Absolutely. And I am grateful for that.
I saw an astrological thing about Sagittarius, and that's one of the things Sagittarius will do. They will point it out.
That's right.
If they don't like something.
I put up with things. I put up with
Lisa's
it.
a Capricorn.
Put up with it.
Is that a Capricorn trait?
Until it's, and I've decided I don't want to do that. Sheila said, that's exactly why I moved to NC, mild winters. Exactly. Me too. I moved here because it was milder.
She didn't say.
She said, exactly.
Classic Red Fox joke time. Red Fox joke alert. Red Fox joke alert. This woman is having a problem with her husband. He's not intimate with her anymore. He's not showing interest in her. She even caught him recoiling from her at one time. So she figures there must be something wrong with her physically. So she goes to the doctor and he looks in her mouth, looks in her ears, checks her down there, does a thorough examination through her body. And he says, I know what's going on. She goes, what, doctor? You are suffering from Zachlys. Zachlys? Yes. What's Zachlys? Your whole face smells exactly like your ass. Red Fox joke.
I can't with you. Good buddy, Jay. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I can't get close enough. Okay.
Dr. Deborah, don't encourage him. Don't encourage him.
Red Fox joke, man. Good morning, Mr. J. Mattier. I know you know about Red Fox jokes, Jay. We're talking about, Jay, I'm so happy that you're here. We got a real estate guru in the room today. And he's going to talk about how to buy real estate for pennies on the dollar. But the whole theme for today, kind of like for the whole week, because we had our Dretta talking about our health.
As our wealth.
And our wealth. We had Jay Mattier talking about our wealth and savings. Mr. Ronelle Brockington's in the room, y'all. Woo, woo, woo. We're going to bring him up in 10 minutes, but we're excited for what you got to bring to us today, Brother Ronelle.
Absolutely. He's in this spot. Shirley says, Sheila, I wanted to move, but it's nice and peaceful and quiet here. It'll be real quiet.
There's peaceful and quiet.
It could be real nice. It could be real quiet. It could be real peaceful, but it's real cold. And
Lisa and
I
were on a Zoom with some people last year. It was in the wintertime, and they were up in Canada. And one lady was up in Canada, and she said it was 40 below zero in her town right now.
And I want to know why she's still there.
That's what Lisa asked her. She goes, why do you still live there?
Is it on purpose?
You can move to Miami. Why do you still live there? You have the possibility of being 40 below zero.
Sheila said, I only spell it that way with you. Yes, she says, I remember that joke.
I have to do it. Every time you prompt me to do that joke, Sheila, it's coming. It's coming.
Exactly.
So preparing, and it's been on me for a while, and you can attest, Lisa, about retiring with dignity and making sure we can live and all that kind of stuff, because people tend to live longer these days.
And 56 kicked his butt.
You think 56 kicked my butt?
56, you acting like 56 is 76.
Well, I got a good friend named Jay Mattier. He tells me to think 10 years ahead, but it did. 56 made me get more serious about everything. Everything matters more. And it clicked. It clicked where I need Brother Ronelle Brockington's counsel. I need Audretta Hall's counsel. I need Jay Mattier's counsel. And nothing is for play. All that play stuff is gone.
Shirley said, it has never been 40 below zero here. Matter of fact, it was 54 yesterday. Yeah, it was about 54 here.
I remember one Christmas in New York when it did hit 40 below zero, because we went outside when it was 40 below zero. We all had on our ski suits on. That was the style then we did it.
You don't even need those. My son went to Tennessee the weekend before last, and he went skiing or snowboarding or something.
Really?
And he actually brought a snowsuit. So when he brought it home, he said when he brought it back to Charlotte, he asked me if I would wash his stuff that he took to the thing. And I said, why? None of it is dirty. He said, it smelled like Tennessee. And he had the snowsuit. But then I said, I'm not putting this snowsuit in the washing machine. You need to take it to the cleaners. He said, I'm never gonna wear that again. I don't ever want to be in anywhere that's that cold again in my life.
So what's he gonna do with his clothes?
Get rid of it. He's finished with it.
He's finished with it?
Yes.
Okay.
He said, I might wear the jacket again, but I'm not wearing the pants, snow pants.
Good morning, William Brown. Thinking about our future.
Hey, William Brown. Happy today, fam, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well.
Merry Christmas.
7 minutes, y'all. In 7 minutes, we're going to bring another amazing guest up here.
I had a Christmas background for the show, but it because my hair is blonde, the background gets wavy, and Brian doesn't like things that change, because I'll show you, because I thought it was nice.
You make them think I'm so persnickety about everything.
Okay. All right. God. That's what we're going to think. Because I just make it up.
You be trying to add
That's
stuff.
That's it.
Okay?
I just make it up, right? I just make it up. Now watch. It's going to be just about a half a second before Brian goes, I can't do this anymore.
I'll never say I can't do this anymore. I can do it anymore.
You're going to say take it off.
Take it off. Okay. If you want me to say take it off, I can say I don't like that stuff on your face anyway.
See that right there?
But you see these gaps right there, and you move your head at all.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, don't.
I can't stand it. Take it off.
Don't.
Take it off.
See how long that took?
Take it down, baby.
Persnickety.
Take it down.
Persnickety.
Just put it down. We'll put. I'd much rather have tapestry.
I don't have a Christmas tapestry, and I'm not gonna have a Christmas trap. I'm not.
Just take it down.
I'm not gonna have a Christmas tapestry.
We don't need Christmas tapestry, but you can get
for Christmas.
We could make an empowerment duo tapestry.
No, thank you.
Yes, we will.
We have one. It's virtual.
You can't find it. No, we got a cloth one too that we put over tables.
Yes. Miss Phyllis said it's 29 here. It's 29 in New York. No, thank you. No,
I remember last time I went to New York during the winter time. Lisa didn't call me this one particular trip, but I'm gonna tell you something. The temperature might have said 29 or 30 and something like that, but New York 29 and 30 feels different than North Carolina 29 30. It was about the same temperature, but the New York cold was more biting to me.
It's brick.
It was just like it was biting. It was stiffer for some reason. Or maybe
that's right, William.
Not as much moisture in the air.
He said, "Own it, Brian."
I'm not. Nah. Wind chill. It could be that.
That bite your butt cold.
5 more minutes to our guest, y'all.
Bite your butt
get ready, because he's gonna bring it. You know, I love subject matter experts, and we're gonna keep bringing them on. Every now and then, somebody will recommend someone to us. So I'm gonna put that out there again. If you know someone who has some stuff to say,
absolutely,
that you think would be good guests on our show, please recommend them.
Absolutely. To Lisa. She's got nothing else to do. Ronelle has been hooking us up with guests. I can't wait for 2024.
Oh, yeah?
We already got them.
He's been hooking us up?
Oh, yeah. He's been hooking us
up.
He's
good.
Been referring,
connecting.
Connecting.
Y'all check out Lisa's hawk. Okay. Do y'all see how tall it is? This is about the height when I first met her. Okay. Because when I got up this morning, she came out of the bathroom. I was like, your hawk is about right. I am gonna go to the.
He liked the hawk.
Get my face done. I don't really like it at all, actually.
He loved the hawk. You saw how he showcased the hawk, right? That's what he does with the hawk. Show them what you do with the hawk.
But a lot of times it's not with this hand. It's with this hand from this position.
Oh Lord. Y'all lucky I'm not tender-headed and this ain't no weave.
If you was tender-headed, I never learned that. You seem the opposite of tender-headed to me.
I am the opposite of tender-headed. I like it rough.
And she does have she has wonderful thick hair. She really does. It's pretty nice actually. I like it. So that was the look she had. That was the look she had when I first met her. William Brown says
in Pittsburgh, the wind chill was called the hawk. That's right. When people would say the hawk is out, you knew it was cold outside. We brought a little bit in Chicago and a little bit of that in New York as well. The hawk is for real. Mm-hmm. That means it's cold for real. Wasn't no pantyhose out there. It was nothing but pants, leggings, long coats.
I spent a week in Chicago, like 2 weeks before Christmas once. A whole week. Okay.
Don't invite me.
And
I'm not going.
I had heard that because of the lake effect, the snow comes sideways. Okay, I had heard about that, but it was something to see. It was not coming down from the sky. It was coming sideways down the street all of the time.
Yep.
And the hotel that we stayed shared a parking lot with a mall. Okay. And I had this idea one day that I'm going to walk from the hotel to the mall, just across the parking lot. Okay. That Chicago wind kicked my butt. It's like,
that's for real.
Oh, you think we playing? Oh, you think we playing? First off, I should have known before I left the hotel.
Why? Because there was nobody else out there.
Well, I came out the side where I had to push the door open. And I pushed the door open and the door slammed back. I'm like, oh. So I had to bear down just to push the door to get out. That should have been the telltale sign. This ain't the move today, Brian.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm excited because it's going to be 9:15. We're bringing up Ronelle. So here, this is a perfect time.
Good morning,
Kimberly. To bring him on.
Rouse
First
Eccles.
of all, because many people are going out buying shenanigans, getting shenanigans and everything. This Christmas BS and all of that. Christmas gifts is not your birthday. It's not your birthday. But anyway, one of the things that I learned when I was working with Ronelle on his book, The Sweet Spot, y'all gotta get it to get you started and get your juices flowing, is that you could even take a tax refund for 1 year. From 1 year, not even like, oh, I gotta save up, right? But a tax. Hey, Kimberly Rouse Eccles, good morning, beautiful.
Kimberly, your husband gave me a call, and I would love to hang with you two guys, have dinner with you guys, meet you somewhere, go ever. I want to do that. Lisa's right. This is the perfect time to have Ronelle up here.
Because you're getting ready to have a little, if you're not filing as a business owner, if you're a W-4 employee and you haven't taken advantage of all these exemptions and during the year because you want to have a lump sum at the beginning, in tax season. There are some people that do that. I mean, my niece gets back a couple of a grip or so for tax season, right? So we're gonna learn that you can take those things, even less than that. He says pennies on the dollar, and begin to invest it.
Coming to the stage.
Coming to the stage.
You've had them here before. Some people learn a skill that can be helpful to themselves, and some people learn that skill in such a way that they could teach it to others. That's the kind of person we have here today. He's been on here before. You loved him before. Coming to the stage, Mr. Ronelle Brockington. How are you, sir?
Good morning, Miss Lisa and Mr. Brian. I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
We're fantastic. Before we launch, please introduce yourself however you would like.
Absolutely. My name is Ronelle Brockington, mastermind of tax deeds and tax liens. That's the best way.
Absolutely.
That's it? Okay.
He's a man of few words.
Well, he's going to have to say some words today. Okay.
Absolutely.
So, you heard Lisa say this is the perfect time to have you on here because people are spending, right now. Okay. But tax season is coming too. Why is Lisa correct in saying that this is the perfect time to have you on here?
This is definitely the perfect time for everybody to start looking at real estate and investing in real estate, not only because of inflation, but because of this time period of the year. Our methodology, our strategies can teach you how to buy real estate for under $1,000, under $2,000. And that's tax return money. So because it's this time of year, because it's tax return season, instead of taking those tax returns and putting it out and spending it into whatever, you can take that same amount of money and invest it into a property that will yield you some returns within a year's time.
And start looking into it, researching it, investigating it now so that you'll be ready when you have those funds available.
I'm so happy that Ronelle is here. I remember watching TV in New York in the 80s and the 90s. They'd have these real estate gurus. First, take the money that you don't have, right? And they grow on the board. And then buy 10 houses, right? And then sell those 10 houses with no money down. Okay. And see how that tickles you? And what happened was it was popular for a while, but then people got disillusioned by these people because, I gave them my $35,000 and they showed me how to make $1 million. Okay. that disillusion. But you're not that guy. You're actually living, breathing, and doing it actively still.
Yes,
Correct?
sir. Actively involved, actively doing it every month. I try to buy at least 1 to 2 houses.
Hey, wait. What did you say?
Every
I
month.
one or two
Every month.
shirts. Buy 1 to 2 yes, I try to buy 1 to 2 houses each
Every
month.
month, absolutely. And with
And
this
the
going,
strategies that you're using, are they in your book?
yes,
No,
sir. Some of the
some of the
strategies
strategies
that,
are in the book,
Okay.
but then he helps you along the way with these masterminds.
yes, right. So, like one thing that we mentioned in the book is uh, how to get to the list where they actually post the houses for sale.
Right.
So that's a part of the strategy right there. It's just finding the list because they hide these things in plain sight. So
Oh,
they put them on. I'm gonna give you 3 places where they put them. For an example, um, they'll post it on the actual house itself. Right? They'll say, "Hey, this house is going up for sale." They'll post it in the newspaper, places where the younger generation is not looking.
we're not going there. All right.
All right. And they'll post it at the courthouse. Now, we're not going to the courthouse unless we got business there.
Right. And most of the time, we don't want to go.
Right. So those are three secrets right there where you can go to find these lists of properties that are being for sale.
But you're not paying list price when you buy.
Right. No, we're not paying market price. We're paying way below market price.
Way below.
Way
That's
below.
your strategy.
I mean, we're paying maybe about 20 to 25% of what the property is actually worth.
Did y'all hear the brother? And you could teach others through your mastermind. When they become part of your mastermind, part of that is guiding them through the process. Is that right?
Absolutely. Part of it is guiding them through the process. So we have several different ways. The first part is just joining our free group. The second part is buying the book if they just want a little more knowledge. The book is a great tool for them. And if they have that knowledge and they want just a little more knowledge, then yes, we have consultations and a hand-holding course where I can walk them to their first buy.
Well, Lisa and I, we're going to be fully both feet in all your stuff. We're going to do the mastermind with you. We're going to take coaching with you. Because we're going to do that stuff this year. 2024, we're going to do that, with you. Okay?
Absolutely.
We believe in you and what you do, man.
Looking forward to it. Understand you can get access to his books, to him directly.
New visitor.
Online, and you just go to Linktree/King Brock, and you can get some more access. But really, really, really encourage you to start with the book so that you can understand how relatable he is. He's not going to talk over your head. Even though this still be over my head, but he's not going to talk over your head, and he will break it down because he's an approachable guy. When we're on those mastermind calls and stuff, if you have a question, ask it. He has walked us through on the screen. He has taken us to the different websites where we can look at the property. He helps us to evaluate the properties. He helps us to understand why it may or may not be a good idea. Why don't you talk a little bit about some of the conversations that we've had on those mastermind calls?
Absolutely. So one of the main questions that I get just right off the gate is how is this? Like, what exactly are we doing here? So what we're doing is when people fail to pay their property taxes, the county confiscates the property. Once the county confiscates the property, they put it up for sale to the general public. So they put it up for sale to investors. So what I'm doing is teaching you how to become that investor that can go and get that property for pennies on the dollar.
Amazing. So I want to take it back because the last time you were on here, I remember when you left, you were so good last time and you're great again. But I remember thinking, wow, there's more than one way to skin a cat. There's a lot of different ways that average people can earn through real estate. That's the feeling you left me with before. Was that correct? Can you talk a little bit about, there's more than one way, more than one strategy, more
Absolutely.
than one way work for different people?
Absolutely. I'm gonna give you one strategy. I'm gonna give you one strategy within this strategy, within our mastermind strategy.
Right okay.
And so this is
take out your pad and pencil.
Yes, please take out your pad and pencil. So hopefully, Miss Lisa, this is gonna be in our sequel right here. So one thing is once people lose the house to the county, they are owed what's called excess funds. So let's say if I lose the house to Miss Lisa overbids the house by $5,000. Hey guys, how you doing? 1 second, please. She overbids the house by $5,000. Then that $5,000 technically belongs to me,
The person that
lost the home, and that's considered an excess fund. So if you're able to find the person that lost the home, you can tell them, hey, you're owed $5,000. The county owes you that. And then you just draw up a contract with them with how much ever you guys decide to split that $5,000. So that's called the excess funds game. And it don't require any money up front, no nothing. It's just,
But it puts money in your pocket up front too by doing some paperwork and legwork.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How cool is that? That could be a way to start.
Yes, with no money down.
With no money down.
One of the things that I remembered was
with no money down.
One of the things I remembered, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, is that even if you bid on a tax lien, so some of the tax liens, they have a recovery period, like a
redemption period. Yes, ma'am.
Redemption period, right?
Yes. In the tax lien states that do have tax liens, they have what's called a redemption period. And what happens is after you buy the house, this is the period that the property owner has to pay their taxes back. In some places it's a year, some places it's 6 months, and some places it's 2 years. So let's just say South Carolina, for example. In South Carolina, that redemption period is 1 year. So we buy the house at the auction, then the homeowner has 1 year to pay their property taxes back. If they do pay their property taxes back, you get your money back plus interest.
What happens to the home while this year is going on?
So while this year is going on, you can't touch the home. Nobody can go into the home because it still technically belongs to the homeowner.
So a lot of these homes you see driving around, they could be going through the redemption. That's not been touched or nothing.
Right. Especially a lot of the ones that you see that looks sort of dilapidated or overgrown grass and stuff like that. They may be going through that redemption period or some sort of foreclosure period with the county.
But now, how much is the interest on the redemption period?
So during the redemption period, the interest varies state to state, and it also varies month to month. In most cases, the interest rate starts at 3%, and then it escalates up to 18% in some states. So that's that interest rate is higher than any bank, higher than you will get from leaving your money in your account.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a win-win. Even if you don't gain the house, your money has been sitting and gaining interest for you in cases that it would just be sitting.
Right.
Ronelle, could you speak to the person that's watching you right now saying, that sounds great. Maybe he could do it, but I could never do it. I don't have the credit or I'm not smart enough. Some might be thinking they need good credit. They need to be really, really smart to do this. To the person that's sitting there watching you right now, not sure if they would even be qualified to do it. Could you speak to that person?
Absolutely. So anyone's qualified to definitely do this. You don't have to have any sort of special license or anything like that. The only thing you need is cash money. The county and the courts take cash or they take a cashier's check. And that's all you need to be an investor in this game.
No one's going to verify their credit or if they're legal citizens or anything.
No, sir.
You got cash. So save your money.
Jay Mattier says, when I used this strategy in Boston, we got up to 16% interest.
Amazing.
Woo, that's some interest right there.
Jay Mattier is another money man. Okay.
Hey, Jay Mattier, I like where he's going.
Good morning, Alfred Perry.
He says, good morning. Thank you so much for sharing such needed information. May the three of you prosper always. Well, thank you.
Yes, and we want the three of us to prosper, but we want you guys to prosper too.
Absolutely.
There's plenty good room, right? Is there enough properties for everybody?
Oh, man. So the great thing about this strategy is they have these auctions in every single county, and there's so many sales that is one man could not tackle them all. He can't even tackle the auctions in his county if he wanted to. So there's enough for everybody for sure.
Kimberly Rouse Eccles says this is great information.
Shaki is still shaking his head. Wow, 1 to 2 a month. That's right.
To me, if you can buy 1 or 2 a month, that speaks to me that you have a system.
Yes.
That's what it speaks to. You operate by a system because that's the only way you could do it. A step-by-step process that you've developed or adopted, one or the other. But that's what
Yes.
that speaks to me. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. So we spent the last year working on our system, and I feel like we got it kind of perfected on what we're offering to the public here. The biggest thing was just to get the message out, which has been one of the hardest things, just help making people understand this, because it's not something that's in the forefront of wealth building or in anyone's real estate strategy. So just getting this message out and helping people understand it has been the biggest thing. But it took processes to get it to that point.
So where are you right now physically?
I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina.
No, the place you're in. I mean, people, we've heard the bing bong from the door.
Yes,
Where
sir.
are you?
I'm actually sitting in my business right now, and I got some officers looking at me like, "Hey, hurry up!" Yes. So what I do, and I think you're probably asking me because of what we're talking about. So I use my real estate strategy to feed into my brick and mortar business during downtimes. So when times are down for the brick and mortar, the real estate helps me pay my rent, pretty much. So I think that everybody can use this strategy to try to build wealth in one way or the other, whether it's building it for themselves personally or building for their brand or for their brick and mortar.
All right, we're going to be respectful of your time. But before you go, because we're going to talk about you when you leave, I know you got people in front of you. Could you take 1 or 2 minutes more to share whatever you want to leave with this loving audience?
So I always like to say that investing in tax deeds and tax liens is the last way for the average man to get rich, to build wealth for himself and his family. So I think that just leaving you with that, that's something to think about alone right there. It's one of the.
I appreciate you, my brother.
Well,
be here. Thank you.
We'll talk
Thank
soon.
you, Mr. Brian. Thank you, Ms. Lisa. I appreciate it.
All right, King Brock. See you later. Everybody, you guys know that you can connect with Ronelle Brockington, aka King Brock, just by going to his link tree at King Brock, linktree/King Brock, and you can get access to him, to his books, to his groups, to his Facebook, to his everything, so that you can connect and get tidbits of information. Even if you just, ready to stick your toe in. You are not ready to take a deep plunge, but you just want to stick your toe in.
You're getting better. Mm-hmm.
You can get better just by immersion. Even just building your interests can help you decide to take the next step. Go to linktree/King Brock.
Amen. Thank you, Jay Mattier, for letting us know about when you use that strategy up in Boston. Take that down.
Absolutely.
I want to read Shirley DeJeanette White's comment too. She says, "Thank you, great information." And Jacqueline says,
"Blessings, listening, love this. Took a 40-hour real estate course 20 years ago. Another stream of income I am bringing back in my life. Buying the book." Well, amen.
Look, buying the book is the minimum you can do to expand your mind. In this case, you got to have the book. Dr. Deborah says, great. Dr. Deborah Dunson says, great information and thanks.
You're welcome.
I love it when we have great guests.
I understand the book is relatable. It's written in layman's terms. It's chock full of links to actual live locations to identify properties. This is not theoretical. This is applicable. Jay says, bringing back the best thing about it is that you're working with someone who actually does it in real time.
Yes, that means something to me too, because it's not his theory.
No,
he's not just giving you theories.
No, it's not theoretical. It's life application.
He's doing it now, so that makes it better for me. Like those coaches who say stuff like, "All you got to do is do this, this, this. You're gonna get new clients," and then they leave out. Well, Lisa always likes to ask, "Okay, well, how do you get the client in front of you?" So you can say that to them. They leave out the critical part. Okay, come on, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. We appreciate just understanding that we're looking to help bring the best to you. We want to bring you information that's relatable, reliable, and needful.
We want to introduce you to amazing people too, like Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. What's up, man? Yes, you missed a great guest, Dr. Leroy. King Brockington, Ronelle Brockington, he gave us some tips on how to buy real estate for pennies on the dollar. Yeah. He's buying 1 or 2 a month, and he's typically paying 20 to 25% of the list price of the home.
Absolutely.
That means if a house is listed for $100,000, he's buying it for 25.
Absolutely.
What?
Absolutely. And I've seen him put together the strategy from beginning to end. He's not buying a flip house to hold, he's buying a flip house to flip. He's not buying a he has strategies for each one of the properties so that going in he understands what's going to happen with this property, what I plan to do.
Which has got to be key. Okay, yeah, your strategy going in. Am I going to flip this? Am I going to hold this property? What am I doing? What am I using it
for?
for?
Flip, hold, rent. What am I going to do with this property?
Mm-hmm.
Flip, hold, sell. Flip, hold, rent. Flip and flip and flip. Just flip. I mean, buy it like it is and sell it like it is, as opposed to flip and fix. There are strategies that he and I discussed that are in the book as well.
Because it's that time. It's time to save some money and it's time to earn some money. Very, very excited, Jay Mattier, that Lisa and I are taking your counsel. Jay Mattier has been preaching to us about how to save money. We've been using Jay Mattier strategies in our household to save money. Thank you, Jay Mattier. We got some amazing friends.
Yep. I'm grateful.
So Friday before Christmas, and it's also Shout It Out Friday.
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's your business doing? Jacqueline Rosier, I had the opportunity to share again about your cards. It's so funny that
every time she sends a card, every time
I get a card, I get a response back. Oh my God. Not, oh, thank you. But, oh my God, where'd you get this card from? And even in sharing about a card that I sent to one of my brothers, but didn't send to the other brother because I didn't have his address, he said, take a picture of it. Let me see it. Like, first of all, he was trying to subtly say, you ain't send me no card.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't had your address. So I don't know what you want. But anyway, he sent me his address. But he said, oh, that is a beautiful card. And he said, and that's when I told him, I said, and it's not just beautiful, it's prayed over.
That's right. It's
anointed. He said, oh my God, and I didn't get no card.
Yeah. Well, he can still get one.
But I'm still sending him.
Kimberly Rouse Eccles says,
appreciate him sharing.
Let's hold on.
Mm-hmm.
She said, appreciate him sharing, first off. And then she says,
he could just keep that information in his small circle, but he decided to be a blessing to others.
Amen to that. Thank you for highlighting that, Sister Kimberly. Jacqueline Rosier says,
love that the Empowerment Network is introducing us to people who are current.
Yeah,
I have done so much at 70, and I appreciate being able to experience updated information from such a variety of people. So excited. I love you guys.
Thank you. Thank you for saying so.
Too.
Jay Mattier says,
I can attest to the cars. We got ours, and it is simply amazing. Thank you, Lisa and Brian. You are very welcome.
And thank Jacqueline Rosier.
This is the lady, Jacqueline Rosier.
Is the one that made the
card and made it possible for me.
And they are amazing. If you've never seen her cards, I'm going to say this to you, and someone sends you one, you might think you're ready for it. You might even have heard that these are great, they're different. It ain't the same.
It's not the same.
you can't do it justice.
So, and I know I'm talking a lot about these cards, but let me just tell you this one last thing. So the card that I sent to my brother that did get the card, he didn't get the card. He got the card's envelope, which means that the card was out of the envelope. Understand that someone had to, you have to work to get that card out of the envelope. It ain't just going to fall out of the envelope. Those envelopes have to be pulled apart because the card is so thick, beautiful, and robust. And when I explained to him what was in that card that he didn't receive, he said, I need another one.
Yeah.
And he was crying.
And he was crying? He probably didn't want you to tell that part, Lisa.
Well, it's a cry emoji.
Okay. Dr. Beverly says,
that's why I stayed here. There are so many gold nuggets to
that's why
take
I stayed here
and run with.
She could have just came on, popped it, and kept going. But she decided to stay because there's so many gold nuggets to take and run with. These gold nuggets, you have a choice to do with them. You can ignore them completely as an option you have.
Mm-hmm.
Not showing up, not doing things, are the easiest things now.
Yeah.
Okay, it's almost like the most popular things is to not show up, cancel plans, don't do anything with new information. It's almost a proverb. It happens so much. But those of us who decide to pick up a nugget and run with it, like Dr. Beverly says, to actually give it a try, to actually do some stuff with it carries you further. I want to. This is Shout Out Friday. I want to give a praise report. Okay, one of my newest clients, this guy named Jeremy. Okay, and he got on. He's only a second training class with me, and his face was lit up when we first started. He was so excited. I said, "What's going on, man?" Because we had only had one. We had a free consultation, and we had one session, and I taught him some stuff, and he took it all in. He says, "Man, I took what you trained me on, and I went to my BNI meeting, and it just so happened that it was my turn. And I talked to them. Basically, Brian, I just used your words in that meeting. I did everything that you said. I said basically what you told me to say. I just used your words." He says, "I've been a part of this club for a year, and I ain't never had this response. Everybody was coming up to me afterwards, referring other people to me, telling me they're going to introduce me. Everybody was excited about the talk, Brian, because of what he learned in a session."
That's right.
In a session. This is a grown man in his 50s. He was beaming, excited because of what he learned in one session. He had been going his whole career not knowing what I taught him in one session.
Come on now.
So I'm going to say to you, entrepreneurial friends, there might be somebody you know that has something good, but they're not making any money with it because they don't know how to sell it well. I do have a gift with this, and I am good with my thing, and I can help them. I just want you to know, Brother Brian, the sales confidence coach.
Amen. Jacqueline says, "Thank you, everyone, for appreciating the cards." What? Someone stole the card?
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
Yes, send him another one. Hopefully that thief was blessed. I tell you, that's what I thought.
Thief was blessed.
That's what I thought. I thought the thief had to be blessed. But maybe he thought it was some money.
God
I don't know.
is definitely in the cards.
God is in those cards. Amen.
Amen.
Dr. Deborah says, "Jacqueline Rosier, your cards are even a blessing to those who no longer have their physical sight.
Wow.
I sent your card to a senior woman who was blind. It was read to her and she was able to feel it. She loves that it's three-dimensional. Absolutely, I agree." Dr. Beverly says, not only will not doing anything will also give you the nothing that you receive for not doing something.
Don't be mad for the benefit that you didn't get from the work that you didn't do.
That's right. That's right.
Don't be mad about it.
Shirley said, "I can't wait to get my cards." Amen. And Jacqueline says, "Dr. Deborah, my heart is full."
Wow. Thank you, Dr. Deborah, for sharing that testimony.
Wow.
But because Dr. Deborah chose to share that testimony, Sister Jacqueline gets to feel it. So thank you, Dr. Deborah, for sharing that. I am excited about the weekend. Okay.
Yes, this weekend is busy. This is Color Purple weekend, although I can't go because it's sold out.
So we ain't gonna stay sold out. It's sold out for Christmas Day.
Yeah, it's sold out for Christmas Day and for Christmas Tuesday.
I read it up. I read about it this morning. This is a musical adaptation of the movie.
I know.
So it's a whole lot more singing and dancing in this one.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I hope so. Fantasia's in. I don't want to just look at Fantasia.
What character is Fantasia playing?
Celie.
Of course she is.
Fantasia's playing Celie and the girl from Orange is the New Black. She's playing Oprah. I can't remember Oprah's character name.
Taraji's in it too.
Taraji is playing Sister.
Wes Wright says, "Great segment. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that." Taraji's in the news right now.
Yeah, why?
Because she's talking about how Black women are grossly underpaid in proportion to other actors. And she broke down into tears. Like, if they say they're going to pay her, like for the movie Benjamin Button, she cited, they agreed. Yeah, they supposed to pay her $500,000, but she nets $150,000, and she's got big bills to pay too. So all of these movies that she's been in, and she's going to leave a library of amazing work. Okay, she has a library of amazing work. She don't feel like she's making money. And then people like Gabrielle Union chimed in. No lies told. Not Gabrielle Union. some other actresses. She goes, why does me and Viola and somebody else have to struggle and fight to make a living, even though we're in all these great movies? I don't know the game like she does, but it is the game.
Thank you, Wes. He says, great segment. Well, we appreciate you. We're looking forward to our happy holiday for you guys.
Mr.
Yes,
Wes Wright, introduce yourself. What do you do, sir?
Absolutely. Let us know about you and what you do and where you're from and what business you have. It's Shouted Out Friday, so we get to hear about your business.
And I will tell you, Wes, this show is called Let's Talk About It. Now, her name is Lisa Santiago McNeill. That's her name, okay? And I am.
And he is Brian K. McNeill. Remember the K.
And together we make up what's called the Empowerment Duo. This show that you just happened upon has been going on since October of 2016. Monday through Friday since October of 2016. That's right, that kind of consistency. We started out as a 15-minute show, went to a 30-minute show, then went to an hour-long show, and that's as far as it's ever going to go, okay? But we've been doing this since October 2016. This show, we talk about personal conversations,
business information,
and spiritual inspiration.
With a little bit of shenanigans thrown in.
That's what the show's about. Okay?
Hey, Kat.
And
good morning.
We also together have an expressed ministry. And our expressed ministry is
economic independence.
Economic independence through
entrepreneurship.
That's what we talk about. That's what Bees about. Some of you guys yep. Some of you guys like Dr. Beverly, uniquely taking over Thomas, have been rocking with this show from the beginning. Mm-hmm. Dr. Beverly's been with us at least 7 of the 8 years, if not all 8.
Absolutely.
And we like to thank our consistent contributors
at this time
with a greeting song or a greeting logo. What's a contributor? A contributor is someone who says something in the comments.
That we read.
Kat Ivy, I am so excited that you're here because we get to do your jam.
Absolutely.
So let's take it from the top.
Kimberly says they are definitely not being treated fairly. I understand that. And there's a lot of changes that are going to come down in 2024 for not only for the actors, but for the writers. There's going to be some structural differences, I believe, differences that are created.
If you're not sure what I'm talking about, greeting songs, greeting logos, we'll give you an example. Up first is Shirley DeJohnette Wyatt. She's got a jam. Shirley DeJohnette Wyatt will rock you, rock you. Shirley DeJohnette Wyatt will rock you, rock you. That's her jam. Sheila Gothard has a song too, and it goes, Sheila, Sheila, storms are brewing in her eyes. Oh, don't forget the Dr. Deborah Dunstan's got a jam.
Dr. Deborah, trauma healing and manifestation coach.
I will tell you, even just the ones we just sang already, if you miss a day, we miss you.
Absolutely.
It ain't your job to be here.
No, we understand you got a life, but we missed you because we love singing the songs and we love being able to say thank you at the end of the show with all the songs. Like William Brown.
William Brown has a song too, and it goes, Good morning to our friend Will. Nobody thinks like him still. We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Will. Good morning to our friend Will. Miss Phyllis George has a logo, and it goes, Miss Phyllis is here.
Miss Phyllis is here.
So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day. If someone just tuned in and caught us right then, they'd be like, what are they doing? What is up to? Kimberly Rouse Eccles, you deserve a jam.
You've been with us for a couple of now.
Help us find you a song or a jam or a genre or something that we can put it in for you, Miss Kimberly Rouse Eccles. But I want to find something for you. Dr. Beverly has a logo as well, and it goes, Dr. Beverly is on the show. I don't remember saying so before, but good morning, Miss Rebecca Campbell.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Shaki Jones has a jam too, and it goes, Guess who's back?
Back
again.
Again.
Shaki's back.
Back.
Tell a friend.
Yeah, now.
Shaki's back. Shaki's back. I create a monster. That's Shaki's jam. Alfred Perry again. You can get your jam. Jay Mattier, you can get a jam, man. Help us find you one. Help us.
We'll work on the jam this weekend with Jay.
Because we're going to see Jay this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Are we? Yes, we are. Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Scroll, baby.
I'm scrolling, baby. Scrolling. It's Jacqueline.
Jacqueline Rosier has a logo as well as a song. Her logo goes, well, according to Jacqueline, and her song is
Jacqueline Rosier, pretty little one that I adore. You're the only one my heart beats for. I'm so glad that you were mine.
I didn't get to go to the barbershop yesterday. I'm going to try to get there today. My schedule is funny again. Ugh.
Why is it funny?
Because I want breakfast right after this, but I got an 11 o'clock client and a 2 o'clock client today, too.
When did that happen?
What you mean, when did that happen?
You didn't tell me that.
I got 11 and a 2.
You didn't tell me that.
Hopefully my 11 is done by 12. That gives me 2 hours to get my face done.
You didn't tell me that.
What do you want me to do?
Nothing. Cat Ivy. Cat Ivy.
She does it better. She makes sangria.
And Rasta pasta too.
Cat Ivy. She does it better than you. We got to find a way to see Cat's face during the holidays.
I know, right? She says I'm gonna have to watch the replay. We can't fit another thing in the holidays.
I'm not saying scheduling for us to go any other place than what we already booked for. Praise God, we got places to be.
Praise him.
Kimberly Rouse Eccles says, I love y'all with exclamation points. That's so cool. You guys are an awesome team. Last night, Lisa had a Toastmasters meeting and I had a training at 7 o'clock. So we missed our friends Tarnez and Couture. They were submitted for couple of the year for something. I don't know if it was for Charlotte or for whatever it was, but they got submitted. Someone submitted them for couple of the year.
Actually, I switched over and I tried to watch them. But Tarnez, I wasn't a friend on Tarnez page and I didn't go to that. I forgot. I couldn't find the other lady page that it was on, but I'm going to try to catch the replay.
Well, somebody's going to recommend Lisa and I as a couple of the year. And what made me think of it is Kimberly Rouse Eccles' post just then. She said, I love y'all. That's so cool. You guys are an awesome team. So maybe one day someone will say,
we can sit on a float and do like this.
I don't need to sit on the float, but maybe someone will think that we're a good couple too. Now, we have been blessed that Lisa and I have sat next to each other and been on several podcasts as guests. No, we do our own one here, but we've been guests together before. So we do enjoy that. It's now 9:50.
And we enjoy you. And I am going to let you go. I ain't going to hold you.
If the pastor says, I won't be before you long, what does that mean?
That means you got about another 20 minutes.
At least. If he says, I ain't going to hold y'all, what does that mean? Y'all gonna about to be held.
No.
If he takes off his watch and does a dramatic display of taking off his watch and sitting it up there, I won't be before you long. What does that mean?
Nestle in for you all just now.
That's what happens. Sister Jacqueline says, couple of the year. Yes, Brian and Lisa. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Sister Jacqueline. You guys have an amazing weekend.
We love you, love you, love you. And don't forget to have some Christmas.